Novation 0 SLMK2. It is MIDI controller without keys. It is same like Novation 61 SLMK2 but without keys. Why did I buy this and for what I need this? This is really professional controller that is extremely usable for every situation. If you want to control software like Cubase, Pro Tools, Logic Pro, you have a lot of templates. You can do control, you can do mixing, you can use it with your laptop and on the road, and you can do a lot of serious stuff with this controller. But let us talk about usability for hardware. In this situation, I am using this with sound module Ketron SD90. Okay, you saw my video when I'm using that with keyboard 61 SLMK2. It is logical because I have keys there and I can do some controls. But why I would take this? We know already that we have all controls that we want to have. We have them on SD90. So why I would take this beside everything that I have on SD90? Now I will explain you why. There are two situations. First situation, if I want to have additional control with this model, I can mix my SD90. I can play a style, for example this style. Then by the time I am playing this style, I can mix instruments. Say if I play a style in live performing and maybe I have too much bass or maybe I have too much sum of instruments, then very easily I can mix my style with those buttons that are dedicated to mixing style. Beside of that, I have a couple buttons that I can use to mix effects, to add some delay, add some reverb, take away some reverb, control my some other effect, and I can, on this side, I can mix my main mix, I can mix my main sound, second sound, and then lower sounds. So beside those controls, I have here 16 buttons, and on those 16 buttons, I have some instruments that I saved. So I know where are they always on which location, my favorite instruments from this SD90. So if I want to play piano, piano is here. Electric piano. Now this clavinet. Now I have here my mandolin. Then what I have here, some strings. And then I have trumpets. Actually here I have saw sound. Then I have here some brass horns. And down what I have organ sound. Next organ sound. Organ, guitar, acoustic guitar as well. Then I have electric guitar. Then I have another electric distortion. I have overdrive guitar. I have solo rock guitar. Then I have here violin. I have here bouzouki. Then I have here accordion. Then I have here again trumpets. I have sax, I have oboe, and so I know exactly all those instruments where I have them. And even if I don't know some of them, when I press, you can see here names for those instruments. Hopefully you can see names there. This is violin. It says here on this window, violin. let me see, is that possible to see? Yeah, you can see now some names. Yeah, so whatever I have here, I have name for that instrument. So when I press one of those instruments, I can see names of other instruments. So I can control them very easily. If I put this in front of my module, I can use this with any keyboard. In this case, I don't need controller 61SL-MK2. In this case, I can use this. And I can share those instruments, those information with controller 61SL-MK2. I can just transfer all those templates from here to my keyboard. But when I am traveling, and if I play by myself, I have additional control. I can rent any keyboard over there with just keys. I have all control on Catron, and I have additional control, handy control on this Novation. And this Novation is not expensive, not too much expensive. It has some price because it is good, built with good quality. It is professional, so it is not like just $100 or $200. It's around $500, but that is extremely good price for a thing like this. And this usability and whatever you are getting from here, it will make you happy, and it will be pleasure to perform with this Novation Zero and with SD90. So in combination, it looks like this. And next thing, if you are traveling with another musician, many of you maybe saw my video when I was performing for New Year's Eve in Sacramento. You can see over there that two of us musicians, we were performing together on SD90. We were using just SD90, and we were playing some samples from a laptop because SD90 does still have sampler. So one musician, he had in front of him SD90, but myself, I connected SD90 through MIDI merge box from another keyboard to SD90, and I was playing sounds, but I was sending sound changes from my iPad. Yes, you can do that, but then you cannot control volume. If you control volume, you need pedal. I had pedal, it was Bose pedal, but with this guy here, I didn't have it for New Year's Eve, but after that I bought it. I can mix, actually, I can control sounds, control volume, and I can mix styles from another location. I can mix styles of SD90 that is in front of another player, not in front of me. So what is another benefit from this one? If you have this, you know, sometimes when you perform somewhere, and maybe in some styles you have not balanced all part of the styles. Maybe a bass guitar is too loud, or maybe some instruments are too soft or too loud. Whoever is working on mix pult, he cannot do anything. And you cannot do anything because you are playing, you don't have time to mix it. And now with this thing, if you give it to a sound engineer, he can actually control part of your style. He can do mixing, live mixing of your performing, adjusting volume, and put all instruments of your style in mix. And even if he has remote control, access for MIDI remote control, he can do that remotely from the back of the hall. So it is amazing stuff what you can do with this and with SD90. SD90 is a really good sound module, the best sound module. Actually, there is no competitors, no sound module that you can compare with this one. It is only flagship sound module presently on market. But it is lacking some of things. It doesn't have samplers, so that is something that is not good. I guess so it will be soon sampler, and we are waiting for that. It is a lot of promises, but with Catron you cannot never be sure when it's going to be the sampler on market. So you have to wait. So for now, this instrument is kind of half of usability it has. So it works for me because I'm using a laptop and I'm trying to survive a little bit more. I will give more time to Catron people to make this sampler. If that sampler is not going to be in couple next month, I guess I will sell this SD90 and I will forgot about Catron and SD90. I will move again to Genos or to Korg. Even that is only model on market that is giving me a lot of pleasure, but without sampler I cannot work. But if somehow sampler is there, I am planning to buy another one, and two of my friends, they are going to buy another two of SD90s, and I believe that many of you you will move, especially people who are audio users presently. They have a lot of reasons. If this has sampler inside, they will move from audio to SD90, because SD90 is new generation, touch screen, new technology, and it will be beneficial for them to move from audio to SD90 when SD90 has sampler. But for now, it is not my recommendation to buy SD90 or to move from another keyboard to SD90, because it is not complete keyboard. It is not complete model. Although it has a lot of nice features, but it is still not complete. It is not finished. Thank you for watching this video, and hopefully it will give you some idea and help you. And by the way, this Novation Zero, you can use not only for SD90, you can use it for Genos, you can use it for Korg PA4, you can use it and to control any another sound module. I have Integra, Roland Integra, I have Motiv rack. So there is 40 templates. You can make templates for every keyboard, for every software, for every hardware. So, and all those functions that you can control, that I told you that you can control an SD90, you can control as well on Genos. And you can actually use Genos on your gig, and two musicians can play on Genos with just another keys, and you can put like memorize sounds. You can control part of the styles, you can mix styles, you can do whatever you want to do on the fly with this Novation Zero MK2. Have a nice day, and thank you for watching this video.